chase everything and then rise. I took some chances at life. Lucky 7 when I rolled the dice. Thanking God cause I came out alive. Overthinking, I'm trapped in my mind.
It's the first episode of the Gridiron God podcast. My name is Cam. This is my co-host
Mo, aka Mo the Fly Guy.
Mo the Fly Guy in the fucking building. Alright, yo, so how did we get here? This is a dream I've had for 2-3 years. To get, I hate the word podcast. It's coming too common, but that's what it is for real. To get something off the ground to where we can have conversations about the NFL, possibly other sports if it gets there, and just, something to, fall back on other than just Instagram posts, because I feel like you got to diversify your content. But we here in fabulous Abu Dhabi. We in Abu Dhabi.
Shit about to get real. For real.
We in Abu Dhabi, but look, man. So this is the first episode. We do got stuff coming up. We got giveaways. I'm thinking about giving away a PlayStation, a couple copies of Madden 2K. So stay tuned for that. But let's get right into it, bro. What did you think about this past NFL season? What is your recap? By the way, Mo is a Ravens fan. I'm a Patriots fan, as y'all have guessed for many years.
It was tough. It was tough for the Ravens, man. I've never seen injuries like this.
Are we blaming it on the injury bug?
Of course, bro. The injury bug hit us hard, bro. I've never seen no shit like this ever in life. Bro, at one time we had 35 players.
No, I'm not gonna lie. The injured reserve list for the Ravens is crazy.
35 players on IR. That's crazy. But it's all good because we won in the Super Bowl this upcoming season, so you know how it goes. And Lamar Jackson, I trust.
Ronnie Stanley, David Ojabo, Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins, Marcus Peters, Marlon Humphrey.
Lamar Jackson in 6 games.
Yeah, it wasn't looking good for y'all. All right.
Derek Wolfe didn't play none at all last season.
Derek Wolfe is questionable right now for the starting case. Derek Wolfe is questionable right now for the starting case. I mean, so we can go through the injuries right now. Okay, so right now, as far as who's questionable, y'all got Derek Wolfe, Hayes, Ojabo, Marshall, Washington, Wallace, Phillips, Crawford, Powers, and Marlon Humphrey. All questionable right now.
Because David Ojabo, we just drafted him.
J.K. Dobbins is also questionable. Ronnie Stanley is also questionable.
Remember the player who tore his Achilles on Pro Day? That's David Ojabo.
It's not looking good for y'all.
Nah, it's looking excellent for us. Everybody gonna be ready by training camp. It's gonna be all right.
And for the Patriots, man, it was a great season. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It's a great season. Okay, the Patriots had an amazing season. All right, overachieved. Mac Jones was Rookie of the Year for most of the year. I think Jamar Chase had it for the first few weeks. I thought Mac Jones had it for the middle of the season, and I think Jamar Chase snatched it back again at the end of the season. But I think the Patriots got one. I think they might have. I don't want to say no names yet, but he might be a Tom Brady Jr.
Slow down.
He might be. I will tell you this with 100% confidence: Mac Jones right now is better than what Tom Brady was at this point in his career. Tom Brady's first year starting was not as good as Mac Jones' first year starting.
I get Phillip River vibes.
Anyway, look, so let's go into the NFL draft, all right? Because I'm not going to deal with the disrespect. The first round of the NFL draft, which was going into the draft, I would probably say that we were a little skeptical about the talent that they had in the draft. And a lot of people tend to say that when it's a lack of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But the quarterbacks weren't the showcase here. It was the defense. There was a lot of defensive talent in this year's draft.
A lot of it.
So let's just start off with the first pick. How do you feel about the Jaguars, who they needed help everywhere? Okay, so yeah, so defensively, They were 20th in yards allowed. They allowed over 6,000 yards. They were 32nd in takeaways. They only had 9 takeaways all year.
I'm going to keep it 100. I think they fumbled.
For lack of no pun intended. They were 17th in passing yards, 7th in passing TDs allowed, 30th in interceptions. They only had 7 picks all year. They only caught 7 picks all year. And it was 23rd in rushing yards allowed, allowing over 2K, and 30th in touchdowns allowed. They were horrible.
Don't get me wrong. Trayvon Walker's going to be a good player. But you don't pass up on Aiden Hutchinson like that, bro. Generational.
He's a generational talent.
Generation.
He looked like Bosa to me. He looked like Bosa to me.
Hey, the perfect comparison right there.
He looked like Bosa to me.
But personally, if I was the Jags, I probably would have traded down and grabbed like Evan Neal.
They got a lot of work to do. I think they need to protect.
You got to protect Trevor Lawrence.
They got to protect Trevor Lawrence, who last year he had more interceptions than touchdowns. And when you don't have no time to throw the ball,
exactly.
it's not looking good. But that's a poverty franchise right now. That's what we call a poverty franchise. They had a quarterback, they had a coach that they hired, and he didn't even make it out the season. It's 2022, and they had Tim Tebow on the roster this time last year.
Playing tight end.
Playing tight end. One of the worst blocks we've ever seen executed in football history. Urban Meyer was getting lap dances from a white girl with no ass. All right. It wasn't looking good for them, okay? It wasn't looking good. So, they got a lot of work to do, okay? There's no shock that they were the number 1 draft pick last year and then they're the number 1 draft pick this year again. It's no shock.
It's definitely a trend going on with them.
Yeah, so they got to fix something up in the higher ups. Number 2, Aiden Hutchinson, Georgia.
Hey, he gonna
go to the Lions.
He gonna turn up with the Lions, especially he stay at home too. He gonna turn up.
Yeah, because they were horrible in defense too. 29th in yards allowed, 24th in takeaways, 24th in passing yards allowed, 27th in passing touchdowns. They were horrible.
But they head in the right direction.
Yeah, I rock with. I think the Lions are heading in the right direction. I think they got a good. What you think about Jared Goff?
I think Jared Goff. I mean, he got the Rams to the Super Bowl, so he is capable of.
They said they said Sean McVay was in Jared Goff's ear like Patrick when he was helping SpongeBob learn how to drive. They said Jared Goff, and you saw it in the Super Bowl. So
no, for sure.
And when they played the Patriots in the Super Bowl, I think the Patriots ran man coverage like 70% of the year. And they switched it. They ran zone 70% of the Super Bowl, and Jared Goff didn't know what to do.
It's not all on him, though.
I feel like he's one of those quarterbacks, though, if his first option isn't there, he fumbles. For lack of a better term.
But I think you could do a lot worse than Jared Goff.
You can do a lot worse than Jared Goff. You could be in Baker Mayfield.
But I think this upcoming season is going to be big for Jared Goff, and if you don't perform, I think they're going to look for a QB in the draft. Because next year.
Next year. Yeah, no, okay, yeah.
So this is a make or break year for Jared Goff.
Or it's not gonna happen, but it could. The Cardinals just picked up Colin Murray's 5th-year option. You think he coming back and re-signing with him?
Absolutely. He's not going nowhere.
You think he coming back and re-signing with him?
He's not going nowhere, bro.
It's to
They gonna throw that bag at, bro.
The Cardinals have a interesting situation. If first of all, Colin Murray is coming off to me a spoiled one.
Yeah, 100%.
Because the Cardinals have too good of a situation. They have a great situation. They got a great team.
And they give him whatever he wants.
They got a great team, bruh. They got Hollywood over there now, so you got his best friend, old college connection. They got Julio. Oh, no. They got D-Hop. They got AJ Green. They could possibly pick up another weapon.
Hey, Zach Ertz. What else do you want?
They got great tight ends.
Hey, Kyler. What else do you want?
Bruh, they got great tight ends. They probably could have. I would have tried to keep Chandler Jones, but
he's a Raider.
I would have tried to keep Chandler Jones. We're gonna talk about the Raiders later because they're a problem. They're a problem.
He's a Raider, bro. This
is my favorite poverty franchise. The reason I say that is because every time I Google them, It's another story to go. It's just another story, bro. And that's the Houston Texans. The Texans got to be one of the worst franchises in all of American sports. They got a racist owner. Good game. Okay, good. When I posted that the owner died, somebody in the comments said GG's. Somebody in the comments said it's been a good game, brother. Bro, but they got a racist owner. They got horrible coaches. My boy from the Patriots, what's his name? Bill O'Brien. Bill O'Brien.
David Johnson, bro.
Bill O'Brien.
For David Johnson, bro.
He traded DeAndre Hopkins
For David Johnson. And I think a fifth or
and an irrelevant draft pick.
Yeah.
All right.
The best receiver in the game.
And then he left the squad. So he sabotaged them on purpose.
That's bad, bro.
They had Matt Schaub as the quarterback. Brock Osweiler. The best quarterback they've had in the past 10 years was Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Hey,
they a real poverty franchise, bro. Even when they was hot, when they had like Schaub, Andre Johnson, and Arian Foster, they couldn't do nothing. That's a real poverty franchise.
And then now you lose Deshaun Watson.
And now we lose Deshaun Watson. So the Texans took Derek Stingley Jr. from DBU. First cornerback off the board was Derek Stingley Jr. in a very cornerback-heavy draft. Like this was the secondary showed out this draft.
I think that shocked everybody, to be honest, because there's no way I'm drafting Derek Stingley over Sauce Gardner. No way.
I personally would have taken Sauce first.
Sauce is arguably the best player in the draft.
I would have taken Sauce first.
100%.
Do I have a problem with Stingley going off the board before Sauce? One pick before him at that?
I do.
I don't really have a problem, bro.
I thought Stingley was going to go like 12 when the Vikings had that pick.
I don't really have a problem with Derek Stingley getting taken first. It's the organization. It's the organization. Let me.
He got drafted to a terrible situation.
Hey, okay, Sauce might be Heen for real. No, because they did play Alabama in the Cotton Bowl, and no Alabama receiver had over 66 yards.
Sauce is really that guy for real. Sauce Gardner, hey, he's gonna be one of them. Like 3 years from now, he could possibly be the best corner in the league.
3 years from now? 3 years from now. He over Jalen?
3 years from now, yeah. But I'm giving Jalen, the next two.
We're not gonna forget what you said about Jalen.
What'd I say?
You said it was trash. I remember. Yeah, actually, I'll do you one better.
You gonna bring up the risk?
I'm gonna bring up the risk.
All right, man. Jalen Ramsey is not trash, but he do give up big plays a lot. You can't say he don't. Do he not?
You must have deleted them shits.
I probably did. Because when I tweet, sometimes I think about it and I delete it.
Motorfly guy, February 17, 2022. Ramsey is cheeks. Ramsey is cheeks. It's just so crazy how times change, bruh. Because on October 15, 2019,
I want him to be a Raven.
So a Ravens Jalen Ramsey jersey is not in my future. Sad face.
Nah, Jalen Ramsey really that guy.
April 28, 2016. Please let us draft Jalen Ramsey.
No, Jalen Ramsey is that guy. He's that guy.
September 29, 2019. We need a trade for Jalen Ramsey, please.
I be in my feelings sometimes.
Hey, you a closet fan.
No, I'm a fan for real.
You a closet fan, bruh.
But Jalen Ramsey needs to stop giving up them big plays.
So, let's talk about the team that arguably had the best draft. As far as first day goes.
The Jets.
The Jets. They took Sauce. Do they got their new Revis? Because Revis was a problem out the gate.
Revis is the second best corner of all time.
To me, he is definitely. Revis is up there. Revis is up there.
Nah, 100%. But it's gonna be hard to kind of compare him to like one of the GOATs at the position. I mean, Sauce could be a Jalen Ramsey type. He could be the next Jalen Ramsey. But I think his ball skills is a little bit better than Jalen Ramsey.
I think Jalen Ramsey. I love Jalen Ramsey, by the way. I think he's a great cornerback. I thought he got a bad rap, especially in the Super Bowl. Now, granted, the play in the NFC Championship game, or not the NFC, the divisional round
Against the Bucks.
Against Mike at the end, that's just best receiver, best cornerback, best QB.
He fucked him up.
It's nothing you can really do right there, bruh.
Mike Evans fucked him.
You can't be mad that Mike Evans got a score on you. But one of the best, Mike Evans is the most consistent receiver in the league.
But if you're the best corner in the league, you can't let that happen.
But that's also one of the best receivers in the league.
One of the best, not the best.
One of the best.
One of the best, not the best. If it was D-Hop, I get it.
He might not be the best, but he's the most consistent.
He's one of the best. But when you're the corner...
But Mike Evans is the most consistent receiver in the league.
I hear what you're saying.
Never had a season under 1,000 yards.
But when you're the best corner in the league, can't let that happen.
I feel him.
Can't let that happen.
And then he got a bad rep. They PI'd him in the Super Bowl.
T. Higgins?
Yeah, T. Higgins got off on him. He got one over on him.
That's crazy that wasn't called.
The second half.
And the ref right there.
Crazy. It's crazy to me that wasn't called. So Ramsey getting a bad rep lately, but he's still the best cornerback in the league. And the reason I say that is not even because of the coverage. He's physical.
No, he is.
Ramsey loves to tackle. He loves to tackle. So we'll see. I'll be skeptical comparing people to Jalen Ramsey because Jalen Ramsey loves to hit. Yeah. You know that old cornerback tackle where they just put the shoulder in and just dive at your legs? Jalen Ramsey don't do that. He wraps up. Yeah. Giants, pick 5, Kayvon Thibodeau.
Hey, Kayvon.
I love that pick.
I wanted him to be a Raven. So
straight out of Oregon, I love that pick. And we need more Pac-12 representation.
100%.
Into the draft. Carolina Panthers. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that name.
Ike Ekwonu.
It's not happening.
Ike Ekwonu.
It's not happening. I'm not doing it. All right, came out of NC State. I'm not doing it. Okay, but some will say he's the best offensive lineman in the draft. Mm-hmm. Some will say he's the best offensive lineman in the draft. And if you got merchandise over there, like I still believe in Sam Darnold. By the way, I still believe in Sam Darnold. By the way.
I keep telling people, man.
That was one of the problems for Sam Darnold in New York. They can't protect him.
I don't trust USC players, by the way. They don't usually translate well to the league. How many SC players in the league that you... I mean, you got Robert Woods. Robert Woods,
Troy Polamalu's a Hall of Famer. Don't ever disrespect.
But that's a while ago, bro.
USC players right now. Ty Smith, I think, went to USC. That's a good question.
Exactly. I don't trust USC players.
Shout out to Juju.
Juju did go to SC.
Juju did go to SC.
He's a chief this year.
Adore get burned every play, damn near.
So if you're a GM, are you drafting an SC player?
It depends. Reggie's an SC player.
He was a disappointment, by the way.
No, Reggie wasn't a disappointment. He was misused. We're not doing that to Reggie Bush. Greatest college player ever.
Reggie Bush was
he's the most misused player of all time.
So the Saints misused him.
If Reggie Bush was drafted in 2015, not 05, he's first ballot Hall of Fame.
He's supposed to be
he was before his time, bro.
He's supposed to be the next Barry Sanders, bro.
Not Barry Sanders, Marshall Faulk. He's 1,000 capability. He was different. He was able to catch the ball out the backfield, run routes for you. Really Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
And then when they finally gave him a chance to be an every down back in Miami, 1,000 yards. Reggie Bush is a problem. We're not doing that. Reggie Bush is high up on the mantle. He on my Rushmore.
Matt Leinart.
That's tough.
Terrible.
That's tough. Shout out to Carson Palmer for holding it down.
Carson Palmer had a solid career.
Couple Pro Bowls.
Hey, he had a solid career.
Couple Pro Bowls. Carson Palmer headed down for USC quarterbacks. Mark Sanchez, man. Shout out to the Sanchez.
Hey, he did go to 2 AFC championships, though.
He did, but he's horrible. I'm not gonna lie. He's horrible. He fumbled off a nigga's butt. Like, it's bad. All
The
right.
legendary butt fumble play.
And speaking of great USC players, we're going to get to him next. But Evan O'Neal, Alabama, offensive tackle. The GM just reiterated that, or somebody higher up in the Giants just reiterated that they believe in Daniel Jones.
I think they're gonna give him a see if he produced this year, and then if they don't see like improvements, then I think they're gonna go for a quarterback next draft.
The John Mara, co-owner of the Giants, he said we've done everything possible to screw this kid up since he's been here. Your owner said that. We have certainly not given up on Daniel Jones. That's what he said.
But if that's the case, why don't you?
You decline the 5th-year option, you do a 1-year prove deal, you sign him to a new contract.
I don't believe in Daniel Jones.
You don't believe in Danny Dimes?
Not at all.
Some of them receivers over there got bricks for hands.
Kenny Galladay.
Some of them receivers got bricks for hands. Evan Ingram can't catch, bro. So
It's not much to work with over there.
it's not much to work with over there with Daniel Jones. So the only thing I have a pet peeve on is when they call you calling kids bust and they don't have nobody over there. This is not the NBA. NFL is it's the consummate team sport. You have to have pieces. Like, it's not the NBA where you can just you put LeBron on your team, you go into the finals automatically. How it was in the East. LeBron, who's on that 07 Cavaliers team? Drew Gooden, Boobie Gibson, Larry Hughes, Mo Williams.
Mo Williams wasn't even there.
Oh, he went.
It's a Julius Ilgauskas.
Ilgauskas, Verjao, like.
Verjao is that guy.
No.
Shout out to Verjao, man.
Bro, it's not like that in the NFL. In the NFL, you gotta have pieces. When you have a Super Bowl team, I don't think there's many Super Bowl teams. There might not be any Super Bowl team where you can't name a player that's at every level. You can name a defender on a secondary. You can probably name somebody who plays on the box. You can probably name an offensive lineman. You can name a quarterback, and you can definitely name a receiver. Every Super Bowl team is like that, and they don't have that over there at the Giants. So shout out to them getting Evan O'Neal to help protect him. But
He's definitely the best offensive tackle in the draft.
star of the draft right here. Shout out to Drake London. All right, star of the draft, could possibly be the best receiver in the draft. In my opinion, he is the best receiver in the draft, coming out of the town, coming out of the home state, the home city. Shout out to USC.
Best receiver
Drake
in the draft.
might be the best receiver in the draft for real. I think he's the best receiver in the draft, and this is a loaded receiver draft. We got what it looked like 5-6 receivers taken in the first round, which is crazy because I know he wishes he would have been catching passes from Matt Ryan instead of Marcus Mariota.
That's tough.
Yeah, very tough situation.
That's tough.
Okay, so they got a nice little 1-2 punch over there with Drake Lloyd, and now they got Kyle Pitts and Drake London over there. So Seahawks, I don't know what they're doing.
I thought they was gonna go quarterback, to be honest.
I thought they was too, but I don't know what they're doing.
I mean, there's rumors of them trading for Baker Mayfield, so maybe that's
Nice little offensive lineman pick out of Mississippi State with Charles Cross. Yeah, I don't know what they got going on, the Seahawks. They got to figure out that quarterback situation because old boy
Drew Lock.
he's not a lock. I'll tell you that.
There's no way he should be.
He's not a lock. It's not good for him. Like I've said for the last 2 years that the Broncos are a quarterback away from being a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah.
They gave up 2 sausage McGriddles and a double bacon cheeseburger from Tam's to get Russell.
If Drew Lock is a starter week 1, DK Metcalf demand a trade. EDC, hit him up. EDC, make that call, man.
Oh man, so
We're gonna start that movement.
we got 3 straight receivers taken. Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State goes to the Jets. Chris Olave out of Ohio State goes to the Saints. Jamison Williams out of Alabama goes to the Lions.
That's who I believe is.
I believe in Jamison Williams. Don't get me wrong.
He's the best receiver in the draft.
That's tough, but I do believe in him. I do think he'll be productive. Okay, spent a lot of time watching Alabama games. That boy's nice.
Nah, he's gonna be a problem.
That
for
boy
real.
is nice. And I'm glad they got the extra help to get Jared Goff somebody to throw to.
Yeah. So Jared Goff is on you, bro.
I really fuck with Chris Olave too.
Nah, he's nice.
I like him. I like him going to the Saints. I do wish. We'll see what Jameis does this year because I have faith in Jameis Winston.
Cause they're saying that the what's the bro name, the gadget guy?
Taysom Hill.
They said that experiment is over.
Oh no, he can't. He's not an every down back. He's not an every down quarterback.
But they tried to make him a quarterback.
He's not, and that's Sean Payton being a stand-up guy because Sean Payton promised to him that he would get the position. He would get the job once there was an opening, and he fulfilled his promise. Like, and it's not too many coaches, too many GMs, too many front office guys that hold people up to that standard.
And he knew he fucked up and got up out of there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Smart man.
Oh yeah. We're gonna go Jordan Davis, defensive tackle to the Eagles. The Eagles are gonna be a problem this year. They made the playoffs last year.
The jury is still out on Jordan Davis, even though I think he is talented. I mean, he get to learn from Fletcher Cox. They're kind of similar.
So I got faith in the Eagles this year. They are not on paper the best team in the NFC East. That'll still be the Cowboys.
100%. Cowboys are always better on paper.
They're always. I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah, always.
On paper,
Yeah.
they are always the best team in the NFC East. Arguably, on paper, they could be the best team in the NFL.
Yeah.
On paper, though, once it gets to the field, it's an entirely different story.
It comes down to coaching too.
It comes down to the coaching. But I think the Cowboys' biggest problem is the man who sits up top. The god of that organization, Jerry Jones, is the biggest problem with the Cowboys. As long as the Cowboys do not have an official general manager, they will never succeed.
Jerry Jones over there making all the decisions. That's
If
crazy.
Jerry Jones is making all the decisions, the Cowboys will never succeed. And
That's just what it is.
I believe that to be true. As long as he's making the decisions, they'll never succeed. So Jordan Davis to the Eagles. I'm gonna let you take this one away.
Kyle Hamilton to the Ravens. Kyle Hamilton is one of the 3 players I wanted in this whole draft.
Okay.
It was I wanted Kayvon. I wanted Stingley if he fell down there.
There's no chance.
But like,
I saw you tweet that. I think there was no chance Derek Stingley falls that far.
nah, he was for sure supposed to fall to like. They had him going to LSU. I mean, going to the Vikings at 12. But then the Vikings trade back
Yeah.
because they took their guy. That was their guy. So like, Kyle Hamilton, he's a unicorn, bro. He gonna be like the best strong safety in the league. We're gonna give it like 3 years though. We're gonna give it 3 years, but I love that pick. DC was in his bag on that pick.
Minnesota traded its first and second round selections to the Detroit Lions in exchange for a first, second, and third round.
Cause Stingley was their guy. Their guy.
So Kyle Hamilton, player comparison. Who is his Paul Perry clump?
At the safety position.
At the safety position.
I don't think we ever seen a guy like this. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, bro, 6'4".
He's one of a kind. He is a big kid, yo.
Never seen
He's
that
big.
like this, bro.
He's big.
I can't put a comparison on him, bro.
Another offensive lineman selection to the poverty franchise of the Texans. All right, Kenyon Green, offensive line. I'm a fan of anybody they draft at this point. Okay, they could have drafted me. The Texans could have drafted me. I'm a fan of anybody they draft. Okay, as long as they select somebody Just get him in. Just get him in the door, brother.
That's it.
Just get him in the door, bro. It's nowhere else they can go. It's nowhere else they can go. I'm surprised they really ain't had an 0-16 season the last few years. They should have been 0-16, 0-17 now. It's bad over there.
Because who did they have starting at the beginning of the season? Tyrod
Taylor started at the beginning, yeah.
And then it was...
You're lying if you told me you watched the Texans game to end the season. You're lying. There's no way you woke up an NFL Sunday morning and said, ooh, Houston playing. There's no way.
Nah, but who took over?
Don't know.
Tyrod?
Don't care.
Like Kenny Mills?
Don't know. Don't care.
That's his name?
There's no way you woke up Sunday morning unless they was playing the Ravens. Unless they was playing the Ravens, it's no way you woke up and said, yo,
I think it was Kenny Mills,
Texans
bro.
playing? Let me see what's going on.
It's definitely Kenny Mills. Let me see.
LRG Stadium got a horrible seating chart. I know it's rough over there. What Chuck say about the Suns? It's plenty parking. They got craft singles on the nachos, man.
Oh, man.
They don't even got jalapenos on the nachos. They got pickles.
Hey, shout out to Charles Barkley.
Chairs dusty. He said the cheerleader's ugly. Yo, it's bad over there in Houston, man. He said there's plenty parking. You can get one of them seats up the top and go straight to the bottom. Yo, it's bad in Houston right now, bro.
Davis Mills.
Who is that? Show me a picture of him. Bro looked like he could have been in Prison Break. It's nothing over there.
What was bro's stats? Let's see.
He looked like he got bullied by Trevor in GTA 5.
He threw 16 touchdowns, 10 interceptions.
That's ain't bad.
It's not bad.
That ain't
Threw
bad.
for 2,600 yards.
How many games?
He played 13, started 11.
Started 11, but he's a rookie too. So, I mean, in your rookie season, 16 touchdowns and 10 picks isn't bad because I might overdo this example too much, but I always use the Peyton Manning example. You can't have a worse rookie season than Peyton
He was
Manning.
throwing that shit anywhere.
Bro, Peyton Manning must have been colorblind, yo, because he was throwing that to the upper. He was going stupid with the picks.
Yeah.
So I always tell people you can never judge a quarterback after the first season, unless they do really, really good. But you can never judge them after the first season. Give them 2 or 3 years.
You know, we know what quarterback do get judged after the first season.
Nobody was judging Lamar after the first season.
Absolutely.
After the 13-3 season, they started judging him.
Running back. Yeah, please.
Well, they was doing that before the draft. You know how they do black quarterbacks. Shout out to Jahan Dotson, wide receiver, Penn State, going straight to the Commanders. The Commanders are not a poverty franchise no more. They just got poverty front office.
But I wonder if they took a wide receiver because of the whole Terry's
going to get paid. He's going to want to get paid.
Well, are they going to pay him?
He's going to want to get paid. They might franchise him.
Because Curtis Samuel over there, too.
He's not going to get paid like Terry, obviously. But Terry McLaurin is going to get a payday, especially after the going rates for positions they keep going up. So with Devontae getting his contract with damn near around 30 per year, Tyreek Hill getting his 30 per year.
But AJ didn't break that.
Who?
AJ Brown didn't break that.
He didn't because his contract. I didn't. Let me go look at his contract real quick.
I think he got 4 for 100.
You know he did. That was his extension. Warriors down by 3. So his contract isn't. The details of his contract aren't public yet. But what they doing is they adding those balloon years in the back. Those ones where they void you after your guaranteed money. Mm-hmm. So because if you look at Tyreek Hill's contract is insane. And
he's worth every dollar though.
No, what I'm saying is he's not getting what the people think they're getting. He signed a 4-year, $120 million deal. That's $30 million average on salary, a signing bonus of 25, total guarantees of 72, and he got $52 million guaranteed at signing. What I'm saying is, it looks like it's a lot. Well, it is a lot, but it looks crazy because it's an average of $30 million on the salary. But if you look at his last year in the contract, his base salary is $43 million. You know they're not giving him. It says he has a potential out at 2026 after $95 million. He's not getting paid $43 million. He's going to get that restructure, especially since he's 32.
Yeah.
He's not getting paid that $43 million.
It's getting up there.
So they do that shit to make it look like the contracts are really fat, but they're not as fat as they look. He's not. It's not it's really not a $30 million average, because in the first 4 years of that contract, his yearly cash would be $26 million, $26 million, $19 million, and $22 million. So it's not what it is. And then the last year says $45 million. Nobody in their right mind is giving a receiver $45 million.
You're crazy if you do that.
You're insane. So Terry McLaurin is going to get paid, but we'll see. But the Commanders have the worst front office. The Texans, the worst front office in the league. I mean, I don't know what's to be said about the Commanders. They have sex scandals. The owner is crazy.
Trade for Carson Wentz.
Traded for Carson Wentz. You know what? Let me backtrack. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna slander Carson Wentz. I believe in Carson.
Wentz is terrible.
Carson had a bad 2 games.
He's terrible.
He had a bad 2 games in the season.
Carson Wentz is terrible.
He's not terrible though. You disrespecting the.
Before the knee injury, he was like that.
Oh, he was more than like that. He was MVP.
He was
MVP.
MVP for sure.
And then Tom Brady stole it from him after he got injured.
But 2022.
I will tell you that we did talk yesterday about how some of these dudes stole Tom Brady's MVPs.
We did.
But I think Tom Brady for sure stole Carson Wentz's, because had Carson Wentz not been injured, that MVP would have went to Carson. So, the Commanders got an interesting situation, because I feel like they have a good team. They just got a horrible front office. And a lot of times, most times, damn near all the time, it's hard to win with a bad front office. You got to have the top of the food chain. It has to be stable if you want to win. Los Angeles Chargers, Zion Johnson. I love this pick. I'm a fan of Zion Johnson. Boston College is one of the colleges that I do watch. I've been watching Boston College ever since Matt Ryan.
And you got to protect Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert, he's the future. Justin Herbert is a top 5 quarterback, arguably, right now. In the next 5 years.
No, Justin Herbert is.
In the next 5, and over the next 5 years, he has MVP consideration.
I'm an Oregon fan, so yeah.
He has MVP consideration over the next 5 years. Justin Herbert is a problem, and so you gotta protect the merchandise. The Tennessee Titans taking Treylon Burks at wide receiver, big wide receiver to replace AJ Brown, built just like him.
It makes sense.
It actually makes a lot of sense. Let me see.
There's no pressure for him to become the number 1 receiver with Robert Woods there.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they traded AJ Brown now.
They didn't want to give him that bag.
You're gonna have to. It's the going rate for a number 1 receiver.
He took it. Hey, he didn't even break the bank on it either.
I mean, 4 years, $100 million. That's a $25 million per year contract.
But look at what the receivers are getting though.
I think 25 right now. That's the going rate for a number 1. I think they paid him slightly above what he's worth right now, but it's not to say that AJ Brown can't play up to that contract.
Debo's gonna break that for sure.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Debo keeps talking about he doesn't want to play the role that it made him what Debo Samuel is. He doesn't want to play that hybrid running back position anymore, even though that's what makes him so dangerous.
It's because if he keep doing that, he's not gonna last long.
So he's not gonna last. He's gonna get an injury. He's getting too many touches per season. But yeah, Treylon Burks is 6'2", 225. He's 6'2", 225.
He's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, he's big. He's big and physical, and he runs a 4.5 40. So they might have gotten AJ Brown again.
And he's in a real good situation.
Yeah, he's in a real good situation. When you got Derrick Henry back, if Derrick Henry can stay healthy, when you got Derrick Henry back there, Ryan Tannehill is solid. He's not good, or he's not great. I think he's solid too. He's solid too good.
He's in that mid.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Ryan Tannehill slander that a lot of people give. So
he's definitely not trash.
Yeah, I don't think he's trash. Trevor Penning to the Saints at offensive tackle. So Tyron Armstead.
Oh, that because he got that bag.
Yeah, he got the bag to go to the Dolphins now. So
the new look Dolphins.
The new look Dolphins, which look really, really good. Tyron Armstead is a 6'5", 300-pound lineman who can run a 4.7 40.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That even though his problems with his play are that he stays injured, he's injury prone, that's hard to replace. So Trevor Penning is looking to replace one of the best linemen in the league. 3-time Pro Bowler, second team All-Pro. So we'll see how that goes.
I think it's going to work out for him.
And shit, bro, we already at pick 20. That is how far it took us to get to the first quarterback drafted. The Steelers take Kenny Pickett from Pitt. Hometown kid, get to stay home.
Small hands,
bro. So that's what everybody said, bro. His hands is too small. That's what everybody keeps saying, bro. And the more I hear about stuff like that with the hands being too small, the Colin Murray, Drew Brees, Johnny Manziel thing where these quarterbacks is too short. There's always somebody to break the mold, bruh. Now,
That's a terrible pick, though.
I'm not saying Kenny Pickett to break the mold. It's not like they had nobody waiting over there. I mean,
I would have took Malik Willis if I'm being real.
he probably fit the culture better. He'll probably fit the culture better.
He's gonna be a problem, bro. He's gonna be a problem. We'll get to him.
We'll see. We'll get to him later. Yeah. So the Steelers take Kenny Pickett at quarterback. It's an interesting pick. The first quarterback off the board. He's at pick 20.
We usually don't see that.
Honestly, top 3 picks is always going to be quarterbacks. Always going to be a quarterback in the top 3. So, coming into the draft, we all knew it wasn't the quarterback drafts that we know of the future where you have the stone cold number ones. Like, they said Trevor Lawrence was going to be the number 1 pick when he was a sophomore in high school.
100%.
So, it's not one of those. So, we'll see what Kenny Pickett does. And he was the first and only quarterback taken. I don't think there was a quarterback taken in the second round.
Nah.
So, yeah. Trent McDuffie.
Hey.
Might be a steal.
Might be a steal.
The Chiefs got him one.
Might be a steal. Cornerback out of Washington, Trent McDuffie, man.
He's going to be nice.
Might be a steal. Quay Walker, linebacker. Georgia straight to the Packers. Let me see.
I'm surprised they didn't go receiver first round.
No, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, they usually don't do
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because
they did lose a Darius though. So I guess.
I'm not surprised. They don't have the Packers don't have a history of helping out Aaron Rodgers when it comes to skill players.
Nah, like when
they have it. It's been 20,000 years since they've drafted a running back, a wide receiver, or a tight end in the first round.
And when they took
Jordan Love.
And they took Jordan Love to, I don't know why they did that.
What?
I don't know why they did that because I have a feeling that he's not producing like that in practice. I don't see it on him. I don't see it on him.
And how long is he going to be a backup for? Like, eventually he going to want to get his shot.
Obviously, yeah. So, I think this contract that Aaron Rodgers on will be his last. I think he'll play out 2 to 3 years. Mm-hmm. Call it a day. It'll be his last in Green Bay. I'll tell you that.
No, I think when the contract is over, I think that's the end of A-Rod for sure.
Right.
For sure.
Kyer Elam, cornerback, Florida. Florida got some.
Yeah,
they got a nice history.
They got some dogs.
They got a nice recent history. They got some dogs over there in that Florida team.
Bills went corner. Yeah, they need more depth at the cornerback.
Yeah, because outside of Trey White, I don't really see anything happening over there.
So that was a smart pick.
Yeah, and so a Trey White and then Kyer, that's a nice little pairing. And I feel like they've been looking for a Stephon Gilmore replacement ever since he left.
Yeah.
And so that's a nice pick. Tyler Smith to the Cowboys.
I'm not surprised.
Not surprised they go offensive lineman first round.
They always take pride in that.
Not surprised they go offensive lineman first round. Thought there were better options out there personally for me, but I'm not surprised. Tyler Winbaum, center, Iowa. How you feel about Tyler Linderbaum going to the Ravens?
I like it. We've had center problems in the past.
Y'all need as much
man.
offensive lineman help like that as possible.
Especially with Bozeman going to the Panthers in the offseason, we needed a center. We could not go back to McCary. Can't happen.
Bro, you need as much offensive lineman help as you can get.
You remember that Bills playoff game? Shit going over Lamar's head.
Bro, you can't have it, bro. Like, that's the basic of the basics. You can't have that happening. New York Jets going Jermaine Johnson II, defensive end. They are making nice pick after nice pick.
And who would have thought he would have failed?
They getting steals, all right? Devin Lloyd, linebacker out of Utah. I like Devin Lloyd personally. I'm a Devin Lloyd fan. All right.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm rocking with that pick.
They win defense this year.
Yeah, they win defense. They needed defense. They were bottom third in every stat.
I mean, they need a lot.
You only had 9 takeaways all year.
Yeah.
9.
But they have holes.
I know teams that get 9 takeaways in a game and a half. They did 9 takeaways all year. Devontae Wyatt, defensive tackle out of Georgia, goes to the Packers. Another Georgia pick. 15 picks for the Georgia Bulldogs this draft. NFL record.
That's crazy.
And a 7-round draft. That's an NFL record. That's crazy. This, no pun intended, but this might be the strangest pick of the entire first round.
I don't know what.
Cole Strange, offensive guard from Chattanooga, goes to the Patriots.
I don't know what Bill was thinking. Because honestly, bro, you could have got bro in like the 3rd round.
I don't know. And then I just saw clips of him getting like killed in one-on-one drills.
So maybe Bill saw something we ain't seeing. So, I mean, we'll see.
I don't know what they was thinking. George Karlaftis, defensive end, go to Purdue.
Solid.
Go to the Chiefs. And then the last 2 picks, both safeties. Daxton Hill from Michigan. And then you got Lewis from Georgia. Rounding out the pick for the Vikings.
2 solid picks, too.
2 solid picks, bro. This is a heavy. This is really just defense, wide receivers, and cornerbacks, bro. The entire first round is defensive heavy, wide receiver heavy, and cornerbacks heavy. But I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not a fan of college football like that because the end all be all is the NFL. I need to know what are you going to do in the league. It's been too many times where you get a player, you think you're the next best thing since sliced bread. You get to the league, Anthony Bennett. He gets to the league,
Johnny Manziel. That hurt my heart. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I was so sad for Johnny Manziel, bro, because I had so much faith in him. I thought Johnny Manziel was gonna be the next nigga, like, for real.
Bro, I was walking around with the Money Manziel shirt and shit. Bro, I thought he was...
And then his pro day was amazing, bro. He put on fireworks at the pro day. Yeah. Throwing up the money signs. Johnny Man,
but there's no bigger buzz than Jamarcus Russell.
Oh, well, yeah, obviously. They said they handed Jamarcus Russell a blank CD, and they said it was for the film. They asked him if he read the film, and he said, "Yeah, I went over it, coach." A blank CD, bro.
Yeah, I read that. That's crazy.
And then, you know, in another NFL record, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 8 teams go without a first-round pick. Rams, Bears, Colts, Browns, Broncos, Raiders, Dolphins, 49ers. No first-round picks. We all know the Rams motto.
Yeah.
Fuck them picks. They don't want them picks.
And I ain't mad at it.
I'm not mad at it.
I wish the Ravens would take that approach sometime.
I'm not mad at it, bro, because if it comes into business again, Super Bowls or what we all want, we don't care about them picks, bro.
Yeah, you can't always wait for the youngins to develop, bro.
Yeah, we try to get players that are developed now, okay? So, one team that don't have no business not being in the first round of the Bears. What are you doing?
That's crazy. Where did they first round go?
I'm not even sure. Let me see right now. You know what? If the Justin Fields experience works, fuck it. You don't need the draft picks. You don't need the draft picks. But young quarterbacks are so risky, bro. Like, because you already know at least every draft, bro, you're gonna have a first round quarterback that doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Every quarterback is not gonna be Peyton Manning, where they're the consensus number one. You know they're gonna be number one, and you know this from the start.
But I do believe Justin Fields could be a solid QB.
We'll see.
They got to protect him, though. His offensive line is terrible.
It's horrible. It's terrible, and no quarterback. It's impossible. You can't throw the ball from your back. Like it's impossible. So
Yeah, they got to protect that boy.
yeah. What's some of the key picks from the remaining rounds? We got to talk about Malik Willis, who put on fireworks at his pro day, especially that last throw he had before he got up out of there.
I think he fell to a really good situation over there. The Titans grabbed him in the 3rd round. Especially they got weapons over there. What if Tannehill don't turn out?
No. That's why he fell into a good situation, because there's a possibility that one, he could either, sit back up for a while, and learn behind Tannehill, and actually be on a team that's going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Or two, Tannehill can play trash.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people think he will, and which he's
like he did in that playoff game.
Yeah. And which he's very well capable of, and he can get an opportunity.
Yeah.
So
throwing to Robert Woods is not bad either.
Robert Woods is not bad. Handing it off to Derrick Henry 30 times a game to get play action ready is not bad. So I'm a fan of the Malik Willis pick.
And they drafted Traylon Burks as well. So
yeah, I'm a fan of the Malik Willis pick. They got young talent out there. They got a few more years of Derrick Henry before the legs fall off him. Because even last year with the injury, he ran for almost 1,000 yards and only played less than half the season damn near. So yeah,
he's crazy.
What's some other picks?
George Pickens, man. To the Steelers.
That's another one.
He's a dog. He could potentially be the best receiver in the draft.
Potentially. So he can get his weight and his height.
He's a dog. Especially drafting Kenny Pickett, they give him a weapon. So, and the receiving core is already crazy.
The receiving core is solid over there. The receiving core is childish as hell.
Yeah.
Childish as hell. And that's a problem, I think. Well, I don't know what it is with Mike Tomlin, but his receiving cores, they've always had problems. Hines Ward was like mad dirty, one of the most disliked players in the league. You got Antonio Brown, which is, that's self-explanatory.
Something in the water over there.
Yeah, Juju Smith dancing on logos, TikToking on logos.
But I think they trying to get away from that. That's why they let Juju go to the Chiefs.
Chase Claypool taunting on when the game on the line. Like, come on, bro. Like, they got a history of childish diva receivers.
They do.
So hopefully,
I'm telling you, man,
George Pickens can break the mold.
He's a dog. He's a dog. I wanted him in the 2nd round so bad.
He's nice. He's nice. I rock with I rock with the Georgia picks, bro. Georgia's solid.
Yeah, they put on this draft for sure. What about Nakobi Dean?
Look, man.
He went to the Eagles.
Look, man. It's something to be said.
1st round talent in the 3rd round. But his injury history is what made him fall. Because they say he has like a pec injury that's required to have surgery, but he didn't get the surgery. So that's kind of risky, I guess.
I actually saw an article about that it was causing an issue with a lot of the teams. I saw an article about that.
The talent is definitely there, though.
This thing got a bigger hand than fucking Kenny Pickett.
Nakobi Dean is straight, bro. Like, the talent is definitely there. The Eagles did something this draft for sure. They've improved a lot.
Nah, I think the Eagles are gonna make it hard because I think they're better coached. I think they execute better. They have better team chemistry.
100%.
With the Cowboys, it's everything except for what they put on the field.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. If you look at the name on the paper, Jerry Jones is a great GM.
For sure.
If you look at the names, but the performance is horrible. Like,
I think
they are horrible underachievers.
they definitely don't have team bonding
They
time.
have the worst fan base in the league.
Every year is their
They got the worst fan base in the league.
Every year is their year.
There's nothing I hate more than a Cowboy fan.
Facts.
I promise you, it's nothing I hate more than a Cowboy fan.
Except my mom. She's a Cowboy fan.
My mom ain't really rock with the Cowboys like that. Yeah, my entire family Cowboys fans. It's sick. You go to the Christmas parties, they got cowboy pajamas on.
That's sick.
Newborn babies. Newborn babies got Cowboys pajamas on. Newborn babies got cowboy pacifier. You choking the baby now because you got a cowboy pacifier. Shit crazy.
Oh man.
You go to the cupcakes, cowboy candles in the cupcake. Like,
Cowboy fans are the worst.
it's nasty, bruh. It's nasty. Cowboy fans are horrible.
Yeah, nasty work by Cowboy.
Horrible. Cowboy fans are horrible. All right? Year after year after year after year. Look, we finna win the Super Bowl this year.
Every year.
You're not. You can't even get to the NFC Championship. We ain't seen it. The last time the Cowboys were in the NFC Championship, I wasn't born yet. That was in January of 1995.
That was their Super Bowl year.
I was born later that year.
The Super Bowl year?
That was their Super Bowl year.
They went back to
That was their last bowl. Cowboys fans are horrible.
Did they go-
Really a cancer.
They went back to back, right?
Yeah. They won one, fired no. They didn't go back to back. They won two with Jimmy. With Jimmy Johnson, they won two. Lost the next one, won the second one, won the third one with the replacement coach. They won 3 out of 4.
And that's when they went and got prime time.
Yeah. But yeah, Cowboys fans are the worst.
Definitely.
Really the cancer to the NFL. We can have a whole segment on how horrible Cowboys fans are.
I think they need to take that American team.
They're not America's team.
Yeah.
They're not America's team.
If we being honest,
It's the Patriots.
100%.
Their name are the Patriots.
Yeah.
They wear red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Roger Goodell changed that, man.
They got a team that's in the original 13 colonies. You know what? Gas prices at an all-time high. The wars is crazy. Cowboys might be America's team because we losing. No asses kicked. All right? We getting our asses kicked, man. The Cowboys might be America's team for real.
What about the 49ers getting Drake Jackson?
I like the look. Let's elaborate on the 49ers, bro. I like the 49ers, all right? The problem, or maybe not the problem, because he's just a winner, bro. Mm-hmm. Jimmy G. What are they going to do with that situation, bro?
If I was them, I'm starting Jimmy G.
It's an interesting situation with Jimmy G and Trey Lance. If I was them, I'm starting Jimmy G because Jimmy G wins games.
And I don't think Trey Lance is ready, to be honest.
I don't think he's ready either. Jimmy G may not be the reason you win games, but he wins games. He has a great winning percentage in the playoffs. He has a great winning percentage in the regular season. He has a great winning percentage in clutch situations. He wins games, but I think they're looking for a quarterback who is the reason they win games.
He will have a Super Bowl as a starting quarterback if Shanahan doesn't stop running the ball.
Kyle Shanahan do got a problem with not running the ball too because he hold Matt Ryan out of the Super Bowl as well.
They was killing the Chiefs, bro, and then they stopped running the ball. What happens?
They scored 2 touchdowns in like the last 5 minutes. I dropped an Instagram post asking for Q&A. Questions below. We do got some questions from people. We picked 10 of the favorites. Shout out to BC Curvin. At BC Curvin, he asked, why did my dad leave me?
I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of tough.
See, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. At BC Curvin, bro, we don't know why your dad left you, bro.
I hope you're doing all
We
right.
gonna send a prayer for you though, bro. We gonna hope you come back. For real. We gonna hope you come back.
And I hope you're doing all right.
I hope you're doing all right, bro. Shout out to Pops. If it make you feel any better, my dad left me too.
Same here.
Hey, shout out to BC Curvin. Shout out to BC Curvin, brother. Hey, dad gone.
I feel you.
I feel you, bro.
I feel you.
I feel you. But my mama told me dad went to go get some milk. Gave me the old one around. Dad went to go get some milk. Milk probably spoiled now. That was 23 years ago.
We just don't talk about
24 years ago now.
We just don't talk about them.
Yeah.
I know where you're at, though.
Shout out to BC Curvin, though. BC Curvin, man. Hey. My boy Fetty Guap, man. Shout out to my boy Jose. He said, who comes out on the top in the AFC West? That's a good question. That's a good question.
I mean, that's crazy.
That's a good question. So we got
You got the
Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders,
Chargers.
That might be the toughest division in football.
Chargers went crazy.
No, that's the toughest division in football. That's the toughest division in football. Raiders are my dark horse Super Bowl pick.
But they're not better than the Chargers.
They my dark horse pick though.
On paper, they're not better than the Chargers. On paper.
The Raiders are my dark horse Super Bowl pick, but if you're just looking at resumes and history, it's hard to bet against the Chiefs. No, Tyreek is going to change some things over there, but it's hard to bet against the Chiefs.
I'm betting against them. I'm betting against the motherfuckers, honestly. Pat Mahomes will get exposed this season. I'm saying it right now. It is what it is.
It's hard to bet against the Chiefs. It's hard, but
Put your money on the Chargers, man.
I'm going to go Raiders.
I'm gonna go Chargers.
I'm going to go Raiders come out the AFC West this year. I'm going to go Raiders come out the AFC West. Hunter_37 said, is Trey Lance legit?
It's hard to say because you ain't really seen much.
Is Trey Lance legit? Well, what we don't see is the practice footage.
Yeah.
And in practice, it shows a lot to the coaching staff, your peers, your teammates. And if there's such a heavy debate on Jimmy G and Trey, he must not be it right now. So,
But they saying he going in as a starter.
we'll see.
And that's the plan.
Well, that's because Jimmy G got a recovery from the injury. He got to recover from the injury. So once he's healed, he ain't gonna be able to throw till June. So once he's healed, we'll see what's happening.
And they was trying to trade Jimmy and they couldn't trade him.
Yeah, they couldn't trade him. Bread the Guru. Can the Browns win the Super Bowl this year with Deshaun Watson? Was it a bad move to trade for Watson? Should Cleveland have given Baker a better chance, knowing that he had an injury his last season?
Going from Baker Mayfield to Deshaun Watson.
It's never a problem. It's always an upgrade.
Definitely.
So, can the Browns win the Super Bowl with Deshaun Watson? I could date making good this year.
I mean, I guess
Anything is possible.
anything is possible.
Anything is possible. I think the Browns have a chance. When you look at stuff like that, the Browns have a chance, I would say.
Yeah.
Was it a bad move to trade for Deshaun Watson? If he gets...
No.
Now that he's been found not guilty on all of the criminal stuff, there are only civil lawsuits remain, which don't have any infraction on... They don't have any, like... The civil lawsuits, they don't have any outcome on him going to jail.
Yeah.
All he has is a possible suspension coming from the NFL. So I would say if he's still the Deshaun Watson we know after taking a year off of football, I would say it's a great trade. It's an amazing trade.
A healthy Deshaun Watson is a top 5 quarterback in the league, and if you can acquire a top 5 quarterback in the league, you want.
It's never a bad trade. Should Cleveland have given Baker one more shot considering he was injured?
No.
Not when you have Deshaun Watson.
He's trash.
I believe in Baker. Not when you have Deshaun Watson. Alejandro Garcia said, I had to pick this question because I'm a fan of the guy. I'm really a fan of the dude. Do you believe Larry Fitzgerald decided to step away? Why do you believe Larry Fitzgerald decided to step away but not officially retire? Do you think he will be back? Larry Fitzgerald, the reason why I'm a fan of the guy is because of the way he did. I think he retired. He doesn't care about the spotlight. He's not coming back. He probably knows he's not coming back. And he decided to step away like such.
You want to know what I really think it is?
What?
You really want to know?
Did they push him out the back door?
I think he was tired of Colin Murray's childish ways.
Because Larry Fitzgerald is the consummate professional.
For sure.
He's a veteran.
And what I'm hearing, how Colin Murray be conducting himself, never happy, always pointing the finger. I'll get annoyed, wouldn't want to play with him either. To keep it a buck.
Colin Murray he's showing a lot of childish ways right now. They're removing the photos on Instagram. He acting like a bad bitch, like he just broke up with his ex. Like Bro, come on, bro.
He's talented though.
He's talented as fuck. Like, don't get me wrong. He's just small as shit, so he's injury prone.
Yeah.
No matter, I don't care. When you 5'10", 5'11", however tall he is, and you weigh that little, 300 pounds coming down on you every fucking play.
Yeah.
That's not gonna do good for you.
But the way he conducted himself, and you're a quarterback, you're the leader of the team. You know, that's a lot.
Kev hit him up, said, which second year QB makes the biggest jump? So just in the opposite of this draft, top 3 picks, we had Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, and Trey Lance. We had Justin Fields go at 11, Mac Jones go at 15, Kyle Trask went at the end of the second round at 64, Kellen Mond, Davis Mills,
You want to know who I think on it?
Ian Book, Sam Ehlinger, and that's it.
I think Mac Jones gonna have the biggest jump.
The biggest jump.
For sure.
Why do you pick Mac Jones over, say, a Trevor Lawrence?
Because I know that Bill Belichick gonna put him in a position to succeed.
So if you telling me a quarterback who already was almost the rookie of the year is going to have the biggest jump. So where would you put him, in the top 15? Top 10? Because there's argument to be said that he was already a top 15 quarterback, somewhere in that 13 to 15 range.
He's definitely around 14, 15.
So where do you put him now? You going to put him at 9? 10?
Like a prediction?
Yeah, as a prediction. If you are predicting for him to have the biggest jump.
I think he could
Be knocking on the top 10.
Knocking on the top 10.
Not gonna say he top 10, but he could definitely be knocking at it.
I can respect that. I can respect that. So, with that being said, if the Patriots have a top 10 borderline quarterback, where does that put their Super Bowl chances? 17 games, I need a record.
I think they'll go 10-7 this year.
Again. So he improved that much for the same record.
It's not always on him though. What the defense gonna do?
Right. Okay.
It's not all on the quarterback, even though they get the most criticism.
Brendan .ii said, what are the top 5 QBs of all time? My top 5 QBs of all time, I probably don't change much. Obviously, number 1, Tom Brady. I got Peyton up there. Joe Montana. That's the top 3. 4 and 5 would probably be...
You know you want to say Dan Marino.
Nah.
You don't want to say that?
Probably be 6.
Six man?
6, 7 maybe. I'd probably say 4 John Elway, 5... I feel like I'm missing somebody obvious.
Aaron Rodgers.
5, I'll probably put Aaron Rodgers.
Mine's just similar. I'll just take out Elway and put in Marino. And we'll have it. Change I would make personally.
I feel like when you want to be in that greatest, you want to be the greatest quarterback of all time. And I feel like anybody in the top 5 can be in that conversation for greatest. You got to have a championship on you. And I can't put Dan Marino in that conversation, even though he played before I was born. But even though the footage says, and all of anybody who's played with him or against him have said he's one of the purest throwers of the ball ever.
Yeah, I respect that.
But it's the lack of championship for me. Shout out to Hayden Medeiros. All right, next question. He said, "Why are you just so cute?" Hayden, look. That's a complex question with many answers, brother. Okay?
Maybe they gonna kill him.
Could be the hats.
Because the fits go stupid.
Because the fits. Could be the shoes. It could be what's in me, bro. It's in me, bro. My mom, my pops, they came together.
Made a goat,
bro. On a nice spring morning. No, my boy Hayden Madero said, "Why are you just so cute?" It's a great question, for real. That's a great question. I think I'm gonna take it from here because I think he was talking to me. You feel me? It's a multifaceted question, deserves a multifaceted answer. You know, it could be this, could be that. Could be what's on me, but I think it's what's in me, man.
Real shit.
My mama instilled it in me. I'm just handsome, bruh.
Real nigga.
I'm just handsome, brother. All right? I'm just handsome, man. It's the chocolate. I'm big, fluffy, like to be hugged. It's... Shout out to Hayden Medeiros, man. It's a handsome brother itself.
Hey, shout
out to Hayden, brother.
Shout out to bro.
Braden Winters says, who's the sleeper offensive and defensive player of the year picks for this year? Sleeper, though. We can't say Aaron Donald. And we can't say Tom Brady.
I'm going to go defensive first. I think Marlon Humphrey going to have a crazy year.
That's not a sleeper pick.
He played like
that's
shit.
That's a coma pick.
Because he played like shit last
Horrible.
year. Terrible. But I think he's going to have a crazy year.
That's a coma pick.
Yeah, he's going to bounce back.
That's a dead pick.
Yeah, he's going to bounce back. Offense,
that's a narcoleptic pick.
Offense, I'm going to roll with Robert Woods. I think he's going to have a crazy year.
Those are some sleepers.
Yeah.
Sleeper pick for offensive player of the year, Baker Mayfield.
That's crazy.
No, I can't say that.
That's crazy.
Because
we don't even know if he's going to be a starter for real.
Because if Marlon Humphrey was a coma pick, that nigga dead.
Yeah, oh God.
Sleeper pick for offensive player of the year, man. I'm going to go Darren Waller.
Darren Waller.
I'm going to go Darren Waller. I think Darren Waller emerges as the best tight end in the game with all those weapons out there this year.
You think so?
I think he emerges.
Better than Travis?
I think he emerges better than Travis because I thought the presence of Tyreek, I thought it helped Travis Kelce. Like, it does. Because when you run those...
You couldn't double.
When you run those routes over the top, Tyreek takes a lot of the defense with him, and it just leaves Travis underneath with him one-on-one. So...
Better than Mark Andrews?
Mark Andrews, I don't feel like Mark Andrews has the weapons around him to take the attention off. We know after this season that Mark Andrews just put up,
Rashad Bateman season.
We'll find out. But after the season that Mark Andrews just put up, we know the attention is going to be on him.
Oh, 100%.
We know the attention is going to be on him.
He's a dog, though.
He's
a dog.
I rock with Mark Andrews. A few of my parlays, I had him in the over.
We talked about
Had him in the over, bro. Had him in the over. Had him in the over.
We talked about it.
EPR.22, loyal Gridiron God follower in damn near every comment. Yeah, but shout out to EPR22, bro. Loyal Gridiron God follower. He said his USC back. That's a given. We're back. We're back, bro. Big Link is finna bring us back, bro. I'm letting you know right now, USC will be in the college football playoff next year. Not this upcoming season, but the season after that, USC will be in the college football playoff.
What's bro name?
EPR22.
EPR22. Don't set yourself up like that, bro. Don't do it.
I'll tell you this right now. USC Pac-10 champions. Pac-12 champions. See, I got reminiscent. I said Pac-10. Pac-12 champions. We'll be better than Oregon.
Not happening.
We'll be better than Oregon.
Not happening.
Oregon's days are... Take the L out of Lover, brother. It's over. It's over. Take the L out of Lover, brother.
It's not happening.
It's over.
It's not happening, bro.
It's over.
It's not happening.
Call Me Solar Scott 21 says, do you think the Raiders will be serious contenders this year? And for lack of a better term, yes. The Raiders are going to be a problem this year.
That division is tough, though.
The division is tough. If the Raiders were like in the NFC East, they'd be damn near a Super Bowl contender. Like, literally, they would.
That division.
That division is tough. If the Raiders are not a problem, it's only because of the division. If they don't make it the playoffs, it's only because of the division.
Because you got the Broncos.
If you make it out of that division, that's a success story within itself. The AFC West is horrible. Like, you gonna go through a dogfight for half your season.
Who you think is the weakest team out of that division? Me personally, I'll say the Broncos. It's between the Broncos and the Chiefs for real.
I'd probably... Actually, on paper, it might be the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
I think they have the best quarterback in the division. But when you say the best team, I don't think they're in the conversation for the best team.
Chargers guy.
The Chargers are a problem on both sides of the ball.
They
are a problem on both sides of the ball.
Don't let them get Tyron Matthew over there.
Their problem. Their problem.
Yeah, they got some dogs over there.
So.
Ooh, I got another sleeper.
What?
For Defensive Player of the Year. Khalil Mack gonna have a crazy year.
Oh shit! I said Darren Waller for Offensive Player of the Year. That's my offensive sleeper. My defensive sleeper for defensive.
I forgot about Khalil Mack. He gonna have a crazy year.
Khalil Mack is a problem. My sleeper for Defensive Player of the Year, I don't know if this counts as a sleeper because he's damn near perennial All-Pro, but I seem like he's been forgotten right now, and that's Bobby Wagner. I think Bobby Wagner will be a sleeper for Defensive Player of the Year, and that's because he gets to play behind Aaron.
Yeah.
He gets to play behind Aaron, so because you get to play behind Aaron, them holes don't open like they was in Seattle when your defense was the Ole defense. Like,
yeah, that's true.
I think Bobby Wagner has a real good chance. I think he's damn near a lock for first team All-Pro, but I think he's going to be in that conversation for Defensive Player of the Year because I remember watching the NFL 100 interview when they had the round table.
Yeah.
I remember when they had the linebackers, they had Mike Singletary on there. He said, "Yo, once them dudes in front of me started to retire, this game got way harder." And bruh, people stopped mentioning Bobby Wagner's name when Bennett left, when Cliff Averill was gone. Like once all of those dogs they had up front, his job became harder. Job ain't hard now. Yeah. It's him up there.
Yeah, Bobby.
Aaron Donald is him. So, but Bobby Wagner's job is about to be way easier.
And he at the crib.
And he get to come home. Let me Ty Ham _ shout out to the boy Tyler Hamilton.
Hey, that's my dog.
That's
for real.
Tyler Hamilton.
Shout out to bro.
Old high school homie said, "How ass will the Cowboys be this year?"
Very respectfully.
Nothing brings me more joy than calling the Cowboys ass, but I damn near fall into the trap too every year. You look at the roster and you say, bruh, they got it. They got what you need. I'm telling you right now, you put Bill Belichick in the Cowboys, they probably 3-time Super Bowl champions in the last decade.
It's all coaching at the end of the day.
Mike McCarthy he's not a good coach, bro. He's fallen victim to the same shit that got him out of Green Bay.
Exactly.
Like, bruh, him and Aaron Rodgers were bickering over the play calling, and the same shit's about to happen to him. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of success for the Cowboys,
bro. But they do have the benefit of being in the worst division in football. But the Eagles are on their tail. So
I think the Eagles win that division. I really do.
They could. They could, honestly.
It all depends on Jalen Hurts.
They could, because the Cowboys have a history of beating up on horrible teams.
Yeah, for sure.
And then when they get the slightest lick of competition, it falls right down the drain. We all remember when they started 2 or 3-0 against bad teams. Everybody said the Cowboys is back. The Cowboys is back. As soon as they get some competition, they go right down the drain. Every day it happens the same. So, I don't think I think the Cowboys it's gonna be much more the same this year. It's gonna be a lot of hype, a lot of good at the beginning of the season. They have a horrible slump to end the season. They either make the playoffs and they one and done, or they miss the playoffs entirely and the Eagles take their spot.
I think the Cowboys end the season 8-9.
So,
and I think the Eagles go 9-8.
I think the Cowboys can get 10 wins.
You think so?
I think the Cowboys can get 10 wins. One of those teams coming out the division will get 10 wins. It'd be either the Eagles, but no more than 10. They're going 10-7 at the best. That's the best I see coming out of that division. It's bad. So, yeah, that's how I feel about the Cowboys, bro.
You don't get a Commanders, no shot. Washington Commanders.
They got Carson Wentz now. I'm a Carson Wentz fan. I'm not a hater of Carson Wentz. The verdict is out on them. Are they going to pay Terry his money? So the verdict is out on him. And Terry trying to get paid, actually. Terry is trying to get paid.
Yeah, he deserves it.
So if he's trying to get paid, you know how receivers act in contract years. He's trying to be open every play. So we'll see. But I got my money on the Cowboys or the Eagles in that division. That's pretty simple. Yeah. Giants, the worst team in that division.
Hey, the Giants had a great draft, so we're gonna see how they perform next season.
Hey, we'll find out, bro. We'll see. I'm gonna say that. Okay, so before we get up out of here, free agent predictions. We got a few major free agents that's still available, big names. Start off with the big one, the biggest name.
OBJ.
Odell Beckham Jr. Where does Odell Beckham Jr. land? Does he go back to the Rams? I know you keep talking about they gave away his number, but...
Are you going back to a team that gave away your number?
It depends on the situation in which they gave the number away. When you already knew they was giving the number away the season before.
He didn't know that, though.
He knew that, bro.
He didn't know that.
He knew that?
He definitely didn't know that.
Now, if I'm OBJ, I'm trying to go to a contender and a contender only. All right? If I was him, I got to call up Thomas. Yo, it's no more Antonio Brown. I can be the man for you. I know we was linking up. We was supposed to link up in New England, but I like the better weather, the beaches, no income tax on the state. Look, I'm trying to come to Tampa. I think Odell need to go hit up Tom. No, we can make some room over there because we do need a true number one in New England.
You know, I was going to say that. You want to know? My prediction is him going to the Pats.
I think we need a number one in New England.
He not going to be ready for training camp, but y'all get him back. Y'all get him back for like week 6, week 7.
I think he'll be ready before the bye week, definitely. Yeah. Honey Badger. Where's Tyron Matthew going?
I'm hearing a lot of Saints talk.
I know where you want him though.
Where do I want him?
In Baltimore.
We don't need him no more. We got Marcus Williams.
About to say, and you picked up his replacement.
Kyle Hamilton. No, Kyle Hamilton. He's gonna replace Chuck Clark.
Oh, yeah, because Chuck Clark is being shopped. Yeah. Honey Badger going to the Saints.
Saints or Jalen Ramsey is recruiting him over there.
That'll be a problem. That's not fair.
I hear Charger stuff.
That's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair to the Chargers either. No, they'll definitely have the best. They might have the best roster in the NFL. They do that
with him,
Derwin James. That's not
J.C. Jackson.
Oh my Lord,
that's nasty.
That's nasty over there. Julio, damn Julio. It sucks to see Julio like this, bro. Because in the world I grew up in, Julio was the best receiver in the league.
I think he's going to return to form, and you want to know where I think he's going to go?
Where?
He's going to Baltimore. We need Julio in Baltimore, man.
Lamar finally gets his big receiver target.
I can see Julio in LA.
It's not happening. I can see him with the Colts too, reunite with.
I can see him in Indianapolis. I can see him in Indianapolis for real. Jarvis Landry.
I think he goes back to Cleveland.
I think Jarvis Landry does go back to Cleveland. I think he might have had a problem with Baker Mayfield. I don't think he wanted to.
Nobody likes Baker Mayfield.
I don't think that Jarvis Landry wanted to catch passes from Baker Mayfield, but you got Deshaun Watson over there. You coming off a season where you ain't performed too well. I think he takes a discount. Maybe come back on a 1-year deal and then work out something in the long term.
He's definitely not getting the bag he's looking for.
Oh, no, he's not going to get the bag he's looking for. Nowhere near it.
Because he had a bad season last year, but it's not his fault, though.
But he is still young. Let me see. Jarvis Landry just turned 29 in November. He'll be 30 in the midway through the season. So, yeah, I think he should be right in the prime of his body. Yeah. So,
I'm a big Jarvis Landry fan, so
I think he might go back to Cleveland. And then after that, we got Melvin Ingram.
I think he goes back to the Chiefs.
We got Melvin Ingram, man. Shout out to the Chiefs, but I think they need him.
They definitely need him.
I think they need him because he balled his ass off to finish the season.
He changed their season.
He said he balled his ass off to finish the season last year. So
because everybody was saying how cooked their defense was
until
he got there.
I think I think, and they got him for a steal.
Yeah.
They gave Pittsburgh like a 6th rounder. So
Pittsburgh just gave him.
they just robbed him. So I think that he changed his life over there. So they got to bring him back. But I think he's trying to look for a bag right now, and I don't think he's gonna get it.
No, he's gonna get a 1 year for sure.
1 year prove it deal, and then the most notorious of all free agents, probably the most notorious of all NFL players, Antonio Brown.
I love AB, man. I love AB, and that's coming from a Raven fan. I hate the Steelers, bro. I hate the Steelers, bro. But I love Antonio Brown. But I think bro's done.
I think Antonio Brown doesn't get another chance to play in the NFL.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think he gets another chance.
He's doing the music shit now, so I think he's locked in and out.
We going to Rolling Loud in Miami. AB is he's on the day Kanye West performed. He's on the set list.
I might have to go up.
I'm finna pin out the palace. We at Antonio Brown set at Rolling Loud, man.
We in there.
If I can't watch him catch 1,000, I'm gonna go watch him rap, man. Shout out to AB, man.
One of the greatest. He should have a Hall of Fame jacket when it's all said and done.
He should definitely have a Hall of Fame jacket. He probably had the greatest 6-year stretch of any receiver in NFL history, bro. Like he's insane, but I think also because he is insane, that'll be his last opportunity.
Yeah,
he gets to the NFL.
Shout out to AB, man. Shout out to AB,
bro. But yeah. Any final thoughts? I think that wraps it up.
I think we had a great first show.
A great first show. More to come. We got a giveaway coming out the next episode. Next episode will be out. It's May 1st right now. We recording this. I think we will record the next episode sometime in June, actually, because there's really not much going on right now as far as NFL news. We just wanted to get this out because the draft happened. But we got OTAs going on right now and coming up real soon, and then we got involuntary workouts, then we got voluntary workouts. We got voluntary workouts, then we got involuntary workouts, then we got training camp coming. So we don't want to be like some of these shows during COVID
with nothing to talk
about. So they was talking about
what they post on what they post on Instagram.
What did he eat for breakfast? We ain't trying to be that, right? So the next episode will happen when we have some more content to produce. But in the meantime, at Gridiron God on Instagram, at Now Your Girl Need a Band-Aid,
at Mo the Fly Guy,
and that's it. That's done, bro. That's one.
This one of them joints, you gon' have to get a damn mod to clean it. I'm the type of nigga, if I say I'm gangsta bitch, then you know
Bring it
I'm
around town.
this spot, even helicopters trying to beat me. How the hell the fuck you only chicken up?
Wait.
I'm tired. I'm right now. If you talk down, then you can walk down. Buzz on my wrist, them in the tram. I don't know them, so they can't come around.